10th class students, today we start with exercise 14D. 14D deals with finding y-intercept, finding slope and finding equations of the lines. This exercise is little bit easier than others. In this we have to find y-intercept and slope. For example, question number first, part 3. We have to find the slope and y-intercept. Equation is 3x minus 4y equal to 5. So the method here is we make y the subject. We make y the subject. So it means 3x minus 5 is 4y, or y is 3x minus 5 upon 4, or y is 3 by 4x minus 5 by 4. You divide 4 by 3x and 5, it becomes minus 5 upon 4. Now this equation is in the form of y is equal to mx plus c. Compare with y is equal to mx plus c. So y in place of m it is 3 by 4. So m means slope. So slope is 3 by 4. C is y-intercept, that is minus 5 by 4 is y-intercept. So we make y the subject, then the coefficient of x is slope, and the term without any variable is c or y-intercept. So it is easier one. Then question number 3, part 2. Question number 3, part 2. We are given two lines. Is the line x minus 3y is equal to 4 perpendicular to line (3x minus y equal to 7). We have to find whether these two lines are perpendicular or not. We find slope m1 or m1 minus 3y is equal to minus x plus 4, or 3y is equal to x minus 4, y is equal to x minus 4 upon 3, y is equal to x upon 3 minus 4 upon 3. So m1 is 1 upon 3. Coefficient of x is 1 upon 3. Here for m2 we find slope 3y is equal to 3x minus 7. So m2 is 3. Coefficient of x is 3. Now m1 is equal to 1 by 3, m2 is 3. Lines are perpendicular to each other if and only if m1 into m2 is equal to minus 1. If their slopes are having their product equal to minus 1. So m1 is 1 by 3, m2 is 3. Now we cancel out 1, it is not equal to minus 1. So lines are not perpendicular. Lines are not perpendicular to each other. If multiply is minus 1, then only the lines will be perpendicular. Then question number 5, part 2. Find the slope of line which is perpendicular to x upon 3 minus 2y equal to 4. So it is 2y is equal to x upon 3 minus 4. Y is equal to 2 will get divided, x upon 6, 2 3 is 6 minus 4 upon 2, or y is x upon 6 minus 2. 2 will get divided with every term. So m1 is equal to 1 upon 6. As lines are perpendicular, then m1 into m2 will be equal to minus 1. m1 is 1 upon 6. m2 we have to find. So m2 is minus 6. Slope of the required line is minus 6. Question number 6, part 2. Question number 6, part 2. Lines mx plus 3y plus 7, mx plus 3y plus 7 equal to 0 is perpendicular to 5x minus ny minus 3 equal to 0. These two lines are perpendicular to each other. We have to find the relation between m and n. So we find slopes for these two lines. For m1, 3y is equal to minus mx minus 7. I make y the subject, minus m by 3x, 3 will get divided, minus 7 by 3. So m1 is minus m upon 3. Here for m2 slope, then minus ny is equal to 3 minus 5x, or I take minus there, ny is 5x minus 3. Y is 5 upon nx, n will get divided, minus 3 upon n. Then multiply of m1 and m2. So m2 is 5 upon n. As lines are perpendicular, m1 into m2 is minus 1 minus m upon 3 into 5 upon n is minus 1. Then 5 upon n minus m upon 3 goes there. 3 upon m minus minus will cancel. Or n is equal to 5m upon 3. This is relation between n and m. So we find the slopes of these two lines, and because lines are perpendicular, the slopes are having product equal to minus 1. Then we find the relation between n and m. Question number 12. Find the equation of the line passing through point minus 5, 7, and in one it is parallel to x-axis. It means theta is equal to 0 when line is this line and this mean parallel. this is not 11, this is parallel to x-axis. That means theta is equal to 0, then m is tan 0 or 0. We apply Points law form. Equation of line is y minus y1 m x minus x1. So y minus 7, m is 0, x plus 5, anything multiplied with 0 is 0, so y minus 7 is 0 or y is equal to 7. For second, it is perpendicular to parallel to y-axis means perpendicular to x-axis. It is parallel to y-axis, it implies that perpendicular to x-axis. If line is parallel to y-axis, it will be perpendicular to x-axis. So theta is 90 or m is tan 90 or infinity. Tan 90 is infinity, that we should remember. Then equation of line is y minus y1 m x minus x1 y minus 7 m is infinity x plus 5. Then infinity will get divided here is x plus 5. Remember that, note this point carefully, anything divided by infinity is equal to 0. Anything divided by infinity is equal to 0, that you should remember. So it is 0, x plus 5, so x plus 5 is equal to 0 is the required equation. Then we do question number 14. Question number 14. Find the equation of the line passing through minus 2, 1. And perpendicular to the line 4x plus 5y is equal to 6. So we have to find equation of this Pn. It is perpendicular to AB. So for AB, 4x plus 5y is equal to 6. 5y is equal to minus 4x plus 6. Y is equal to minus 4y 5x plus 6 upon 5. So m1 is minus 4 upon 5. Slope of Pn, MPn into MAB is equal to minus 1 because they are perpendicular to each other. Here you can write Pn is perpendicular to AB. So MPn we have to find. Slope of this line we have to find. Slope of this line is minus 4 by 5 is equal to minus 1. Take this that side, it will become 5 upon 4 minus minus cancel. So slope of this line is 5 upon 4, not minus 5 upon 4, it is 5 upon 4. Then we know the slope, we know the point. So equation of line Pn, we apply point slope form, y minus y1 m x minus x1. So 4y minus 4, 5x plus 10, so 5x minus 4y plus 14 is equal to 0. This will be the required equation of line PN, which is perpendicular to AB, or 4x plus 5y equal to 6. Then question number 18. A and C are the vertices of sphere A, B, C, D. A, B, C, D. A is 7 minus 2. C is minus 1 minus 6. Then we have to find equations of AC and BD. So for AC, we know both the points. We apply 2-point form. Y minus y1 is equal to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1 into x minus x1. Y minus y1 is minus 2 minus minus plus, y2 minus 6 plus 2, x2 minus 1 minus 7, x minus x1, x minus 7. So y plus 2 is minus 4 upon minus 8, x minus 7, minus minus cancel, 1, 2, 4 2 is 8, cancel with 2, so 2 will get multiplied here. 2y plus 4 is equal to x minus 7, or x minus 2y minus 11 is equal to 0. This is equation for AC. Now we know that diagonals of sphere bisect each other at 90 degrees. So first we find midpoint P. So P is midpoint of AC and BD. So P is midpoint of AC and BD, because diagonals bisect each other at 90 degrees. So P is, you can find midpoint of AC applying midpoint theorem. Minus 1 plus 7 upon 2 minus 6 minus 2 upon 2, it is 3, and minus 4. The slope of AC MAC is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, that is 1 upon 2, that we calculated when we found the equation of AC, is equal to 1 upon 2. This is slope of AC, y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Then they are perpendicular to each other. They are intersecting at 90 degree. It implies that MAC, it implies that AC is perpendicular to BD. MAC into MBD is -1. They are perpendicular to each other. Their product will be the slopes of the product of their slopes will be -1. So MAC is 1/2, MBD -1, then slope of BD this 2 -2 upon 1 or -2. Slope of this line is -2. Now we can find the equation of BD. For BD, we know this is passing through the point 3 and -4. BD is passing through point P. P is 3 and -4, and its slope is -2. So we apply point slope form y minus y1 m x minus x1. It is y plus 4 minus minus plus, m is -2, x minus 3. So y plus 4 is minus 2x plus 6. So it is 2x plus y minus 2 is equal to 0. This will be the equation of BD. This is equation of BD. So with this, we come to end of today's class. In the next class, we will complete the syllabus for your this term, first term. You should revise every lesson, start revision, and if you find any difficulty from any of the chapters, tell me on WhatsApp, or you can put in the comment box of YouTube videos. It will be better if you tell me on WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Stay safe, stay inside.